related to each of the Rashis, because the character of that Rashi is very well represented by the symbol. So I think you should by heart these names and the order in which these names, these Rashis are occurring, starting from Mesha Rashi and ending at Meena Rashi. Now, as I said, there are 12 Rashis in the Rashi Chakra. This Rashi Chakra is also known as Ba Chakra. And when you see the span of each of the Rashis, as I said, it is 30 degrees. So we should always begin with Aries. So Aries, the span of Aries, each of the Rashi is for 30 degrees. So the measurement of Aries, it will start from 0 degrees and at 30 degrees. That is the span of Aries. If you come to Taurus, it's from 30 to 60 degrees. Gemini, 60 to 90. Karkataka, 90 to 120. Simha, 120 to 150. 150 to 180. So on it goes until you reach Meena, which is 330 to 360 degrees. So this is a circle, but it has been represented in a box format for our easy understanding. So remember one thing, there are 12 Rashis in the zodiac belt. Each Rashi span is for 30 degrees and Rashis are fixed in nature. It's only the planets that move over these Rashis. The same thing what I said has been represented here. See, when we are looking from the earth, because this zodiac belt is outside the earth, it is in the celestial sphere. So when we are looking from the earth, Mesha will be in this portion, 30 degrees. Vrishabha from here to here, 30 degrees. Then comes Mithuna, 30 degrees. Karkataka, Simha, Kanya, Tula. Like this it goes on. So this system where we start the count from 0 degrees is known as Nirayana system. This is followed in our Vedic astrology. Western astrology, they follow a different system. We follow this system, Nirayana system. Now, one type of kundali I have shown the box format. See, each region, when you take it in India itself, each of the regions, they have their own way of casting a birth chart or kundli. The movement of planets, the nakshatras, rashis is all correct, is the same. But the way you put it is different because each region has their own system. Here, this is the South Indian system where it is put it in a box format and all the planets move in clockwise direction. And this is the system that I'm going to teach you. The South Indian chart is what I'm going to teach you. Here I have just shown you the North Indian chart so that you'll understand that there's a difference between South Indian chart and North Indian chart in the way it is depicted, in the way it is represented. Here in North Indian chart, the planets move in anti-clockwise direction. And this is the chart that is followed in eastern parts of India. So each of the regions have their own system of making kundlis. So we are going to learn the South Indian way of drawing a kundali. So the basic characters. What are the basic things in astrology? See, if you are seeing a movie, if you're watching a movie, there'll be some basic characters, right? The hero, heroine, villain, then friends, relatives, or family. For that movie to happen, there'll be some basic characters. In the same way, in astrology, to study a kundali, to start analyzing a kundali, there are 4 basic characters, or we can say the 4 basic pillars, which you should understand. Only if you understand these characters, can you understand the language of the kundali. Or we can say you can start reading a kundali only if you know these basic characters. So each of them I'm going to teach in detail in the upcoming sessions. So what are the basic characters? The first is Rashi. So as I told you earlier, there are 12 Rashis, and the character or the nature of each of the Rashi I am going to teach in detail in the upcoming sessions. There are 12 Rashis. There are 9 Grahas. Grahas means planets. There are 9 planets. There are 12 Bhavas, that are houses, which you are going to learn. Then there are 27 Nakshatras. So these are the basic characters: Rashi, Graha, Bhava, and Nakshatra. You're going to study all of them in detail. Only if you become completely familiar with these characteristics, only then can you analyze a horoscope. Otherwise, you will not be able to analyze a horoscope. So that is the language of the, Kundali. You have to understand it. Now, coming to individual horoscopes, how do you identify your Janma Rashi? In case you know your Rashi, it's well and fine. You don't know your Rashi, if you have your horoscopes, you can take out your horoscope and see. Every horoscope looks like this. There'll be this square format, which will have 12 houses. Each of the house will represent one Rashi. And there'll be something written over here. See, you're seeing here, this is ME, this is RASUV. What are these? These are short form of planets. There are 9 planets, and all the 9 planets will be placed in the horoscope. See, count it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 planets. In case somebody brings you a horoscope and you find only 8 planets, the first and foremost thing is to see that all the planets are there in the horoscope. Many a time, the client may come to test the astrologer. They might be having a wrong horoscope without proper placement of planets. They'll just come and test you. So an astrologer always sees, before starting to analyze, he'll see whether all the planets are posted over there. Here you'll find all the 9 planets. See, Mercury, ME is Mercury, RA is Rahu, SU is Sun, VE is Venus, MA is Mars, MO is Moon, KE is Ketu, SA is Saturn, JU is Jupiter. About these planets, I'll be explaining in detail. You don't have to worry. I'm just telling what a horoscope looks like. If you open the birth chart, your birth horoscope, you must be able to understand this basic thing, that there'll be 12 boxes in it. There'll be 9 planets. The 12 boxes represents Rashi, and these letters represent the planets. See, there are some numbers also along with the planets. These are the degrees. That means, see, Mercury is placed at 22 degrees. Rahu is placed at 15 degrees. As I said, each Rashi span is 0 to 30 degrees. So when you see here, there are 2 planets. It is 30 degrees span. In this 30 degree span, where exactly Mercury is posted, where exactly Rahu is posted, these numbers will indicate. This is what it means. All this you'll understand in detail. You don't have to get too overwhelmed with the information. Everything gradually, everything you'll understand. Now, how will you identify your Janma Rashi? When you open your horoscope, the most important character that you had to get hold of is the moon. Wherever moon is posited, that is your Janma Rashi. In this particular horoscope, if you see, moon is posted in Tula Rashi. So this individual is born in Tula Rashi. That is his Janma Rashi. Okay, so see where moon is posted, that becomes the Janma Rashi. For example, in somebody's horoscope, moon is posted in Kumbha Rashi. Janma Rashi will become Kumbha. If it is posted, moon is posted in Simha, Janma Rashi will become Simha. If it is posted here, Dhanur Rashi, Janma Rashi will become Dhanur Rashi. So, first and foremost, take out your horoscopes and see where moon is posted. Identify your Janma Rashi. That's the first thing, okay? Now, I'll be teaching about all the Rashis in detail, but there are certain classifications of Rashis which you must understand. And these classifications help in various ways. These classifications help in understanding the character of each of the Rashis. Very, very important they are. Okay. 1 second. There are various classifications which you are going to study. All these are basics. Once you understand these basics very well, for you to read a horoscope, it becomes very, very easy. We are going to study various classifications of the Rashi Chakra. So the first classification that I'm going to teach is the classification based on odd and even. Either the Rashi can be called as odd or it can be called as even. See, a Rashi can be called as odd or even. Odd Rashis are also known as male Rashis. Even Rashis are known as female Rashis. So beginning from Mesha Rashi, we will see which are the odd Rashis, which are the even Rashis. See, Mesha is odd, Vrishabha is even. The next is odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, and even. So alternate Rashis. Every alternate Rashi is an odd and even Rashi. Every odd Rashi is also called as male Rashi, and even Rashi is known as a female Rashi. What does this classification explain to us? This classification helps us to understand the character of that Rashi. For example, we have started from Mesha. Mesha is an odd Rashi. What do odd Rashis imply? See, there are 6 odd Rashis, 6 even Rashis. What do odd Rashis indicate? See, odd Rashis or male Rashis are very dominating. That is the nature of that Rashi. They are very, very dominating, very active, aggressive in nature. They are very extrovert in nature, and they'll be bold and courageous. Coming to even Rashis, these even Rashis are also known as female Rashis. Now, whenever you think about a feminine, female or person, when you, as a human being also, when you talk about male and female, female means always the thing that comes to your mind is soft, submissive, that kind of a nature. That is what you understand. So in the same way, these Rashis which are female or Rashis which are even, they have got very feminine characteristics, very gentle, very submissive. They are passive, calm. They are more emotional, very quiet, and introverted. They're just the opposite of male Rashis. They're just the opposite. And they're receptive. That means if you tell something, they're ready to take it. Whereas the male Rashis, they're not receptive. They're very bold. They're very stubborn. So this classification, you use it in various things, Where do you use this particular classification of odd and even? See, if there's a prashna, which I told is one branch of astrology. If somebody comes and asks a astrologer, the mother is pregnant, whether she'll be giving birth to a male child or female child, based on certain calculations where the lagna falls at that time, looking at these rashis, odd and even, the astrologer can very easily tell that a female child will be born or a male child will be born. So for these things, it will be useful. And even to know the number of siblings a person will get. For that also, you can use this classification. It will be useful. So this is a classification based on odd and even. Now coming to the next classification, here Rashis are classified based on movement. Chara. Chara means always moving. Chara are moving signs, movable signs. Then Sthira. Sthira means that which are fixed. They don't move. Then Dwiswabhava. They're known as dual signs. So Chara, Sthira, Dwiswabhava. Chara means movable signs. Sthira means fixed signs. Dwiswabhava means dual signs. So again we start from Mesha Rashi. Chara, Sthira, Dwiswabhava. Again the cycle continues. Chara, Sthira, Dwiswabhava. Chara, Sthira, Dwiswabhava. Chara, Sthira and Dwiswabhava. Here the Rashis are classified based on movement. So what is the characteristic of a Chara Rashi? What it means? Chara Rashi means these Rashis are very outgoing, very extrovert in nature, very enterprising. They're active. They always, they like change. They initiate, they begin change, and they make things happen. They are the ones who take initiative to start new things. See, in your friends group or in your relatives group, if you find somebody who's always ready to do something new, who wants change always, or he is always interested in starting something new, you can very easily, even without looking at their horoscope, you can tell that the person belongs to a Chara Rashi. So they are interested in promoting change and bringing new things into the world. Chara Rashi people. They like to take charge of situations. They do not like to be a subordinate. They do not like to work under anyone. They like to initiate things and they like to be in control of things. And these are the people who come up in their life with their own effort. They are their own, independent type of people who come up in their life with their own efforts. And they overcome hurdles or obstacles, difficulties which comes in their way because they have a great fighting spirit. That is the nature of Chara Rashi people. That is the positive characteristics of Chara Rashi. See, everything will have a positive as well as a negative. So Chara Rashi, these are the positive attributes. What are the negative attributes of a Chara Rashi? They very easily get dissatisfied or they become restless very soon, and they're very stubborn in nature, or they're overactive. We can say they're very overactive. They're not stubborn, they're very overactive. So very soon they become bored, or they start feeling dissatisfied or restless. That is the nature of Chara Rashi. Chara Rashi means they always want to be moving. They don't like to sit in one place. Then comes Sthira Rashi. Sthira Rashi means fixed signs. Which are the Sthira Rashis? Vrishabha, Simha, Vrishchika, and Kumbha. So you'll find 4 Chara Rashis, 4 Sthira Rashis, 4 Dwiswabhava Rashis. Sthira means fixed. So what is the nature of a fixed Rashi? These people are very focused. If they take up some work, they will be completely focused on that work. They'll not stop until they have completed that work. So they'll have a lot of focus. They'll have a lot of patience. They'll have a lot of stamina. And they're persistent. That means they don't give up easily. Once they started something, they had to complete it. Their mind, once it is focused on a thing, they will stop only after finishing it. They have that much of willpower. But the thing is, they're very firm in their attitude. And once an opinion is made, nobody can change this opinion. They have made one opinion, you can't change them. Sthira means fixed. That is their nature. You can't change. Whereas in Chara, you can change their opinions. It is easy, and they are flexible for changes. They are ready to adapt. They are ready to change Whereas Sthira Rashi people, they resist change. They don't want changes. And they take lot of time to take a decision. But once a decision is made, nobody can change them. It's like they're very stubborn, and they like fixed kind of routine. A kind of routine work they like, they don't like changes in their routine. They have one fixed routine, they go with that routine. They do not like to change that routine. Whereas in Chara Rashi, they love change. They don't like routine things, they always want something new. If something new is not available, they themselves will create something new. So these Sthira Rashi people, they like to follow traditions and conventional methods they like to follow. So these are the positive attributes of a Sthira Rashi. What are the negative attributes of a Sthira Rashi person? They are stubborn. As I told you earlier, they are very much stubborn. They don't like changes. So whatever it is, you can't change them. And sometimes they become lazy. That is the characteristic of a Sthira Rashi person. Now coming to the third category, that is Dwiswabhava Rashi. What do you mean by Dwiswabhava Rashi? These are the people who are adaptable. They can change when they were want. They are flexible, very versatile in nature. It is like, they have a balance of fixed and movable signs. They adapt themselves to situations and surroundings if it is to their benefit. If it is to their benefit, they're ready to change. Otherwise, they don't want to change. So according to their surroundings, according to their situations, they can either be fixed or adaptable. They're very good in communication. People who belong to Dwiswabhava Rashi, that is Mithuna, Kanya, Dhanur, and Meena. They're very good in communication skills, and they're good in multitasking. Multitasking means at the same time they can do different activities. Whereas a Sthira Rashi person cannot do multitasking. Whereas Dwiswabhava Rashi people, they are very good at multitasking. So sometimes the negative attribute of this Swabhava Rashi is they cannot take decisions easily. It is difficult for them to take decisions, and they'll be very much fluctuating whether to take this decision or to do this work or not to do this work. So they're indecisive. So decision making is a big task for them. So just an example, how do you understand the nature of Chara, Sthira, and Swabhava? Imagine there's a traffic jam. What will happen? Chara Rashi person, he'll get very restless. He can't be stuck in a traffic jam. Yes, every person will get restless, but Chara Rashi person, it will be, the restlessness will be more. They'll try to, somehow sneak in between. They'll try to do that. And they want to go forward. Whereas Sthira Rashi person, they'll be staying there itself. Dwiswabhava Rashi person, if he gets place, he'll go. Otherwise, he'll stay there. But Chara Rashi person, somehow he tries to squeeze in and he wants to move forward. That will be the difference in their natures. Now, how will this help an individual? I mean, how will this classification help in analyzing an individual horoscope? I told you there are 9 planets. You don't know anything about the planets. You just know about the classification of Rashi, Chara, Sthira, Dwiswabhava. Look into your own horoscope or any individual's horoscope. If more number of planets are posted in Chara Rashi, that person will have a Chara Rashi nature. That he'll be more adaptable, flexible, all those things. If more number of planets are posted in Sthira Rashi, that person will have the nature of a Sthira Rashi. He'll be more focused, practical, and he'll not be ready to change. He'll be following traditions. If more number of planets are posted in Dwiswabhava Rashi, that person will have a nature of a Dwiswabhava Rashi. That means he'll be good at multitasking. He'll be ready to change if the situation demands. So you can just look at the horoscope and find out what kind of a nature the person has. Whether it is Chara, Sthira or Dwiswabhava, the mentality, you can understand. Now, where do we use this in reality? Where do we use this kind of classification is, this is, I said, if more planets are in Chara Rashi in a horoscope, then the person will have the Chara nature. So, one more thing is, if more planets are in Chara Rashi, the person will be moving always. He'll be in traveling. He doesn't like to sit in one place. If Sthira Rashi means they prefer to stay in one place rather than traveling. And the same thing holds good for odd and even. If you see in your horoscope, if more planets are posted in odd Rashi, you'll be having the characteristics of that. More masculine, more energetic, more aggressive, dominating, all that will be there. If more planets are posted in even Rashis, that person will be more feminine. Even it might be a male, but they'll be more feminine in nature, more receptive, more gentle, more emotional, submissive, passive. So just look at your own horoscopes and try to understand. It'll be very interesting. It'll be very interesting when you look at your own horoscopes or your family member's horoscope and try to figure out their nature. It'll be very interesting. So take it as a exercise, you know. So two classifications we studied, odd and even, Chara, Sthira and Dwiswabhava. Coming to the next classification, which is the next classification here, Rashis are classified based on Tattvas. There are 5 Tattvas, Pancha Tattva, right? For understanding, this Tattvas are Agni Tattva, Vayu Tattva, Prithvi Tattva and Jala Tattva. Here we are not taking the Akasha Tattva because the whole Rashi Mandala is found in Akasha itself, in space itself. So only 4 Tattvas we are taking into consideration. Agni, Vayu, Prithvi, Jala. So based on these Tattvas, we can understand the basic nature of a Rashi or the temperament of a Rashi. So let's understand. Mesha is Agni Rashi. Next comes Prithvi, Vrishabha Rashi. Vayu is Mithuna. Karkataka is Jala. The same thing repeats again. Agni, Prithvi, Vayu, Jala. Agni, Prithvi, Vayu and Jala. So each will have 3 Rashis. So Agni has 3 Rashis. Prithvi has 3 Rashis. Vayu has 3 Rashis. And Jala also has 3 Rashis. Now, what is the characteristic of a Agni Rashi? When you talk about Agni, what is the first thing that comes into your mind? Agni means hot, energetic. It symbolizes activeness. It symbolizes energy. So, Agni Tattva Rashis are physically very active. You don't find them lazy at all. They're always very, very active. They're very confident in nature, action-oriented people. They're more physically action-oriented people, outgoing, strong. They like adventures, enthusiastic nature, very optimistic in nature, energetic, assertive. They want to achieve something big in life. They always have a goal. You see Agni, if you see Agni, it always moves upwards. So that will be the nature of the individual. They always aim for something high. They want to achieve something in life. That is the nature of Agni Tattva Rashis. They like to be in a position, in a high position where they can, control things or they can be the superior in any situation. So they want to be in control of things. So that's the positive characteristics of Agni Rashi. When you come to the negative attributes, we can say they're very impatient because, they're physically very active and they always want to do something. They're very outgoing. They're very impatient in nature. Sometimes they can be very blunt. They'll tell you what they feel on your face without thinking twice. So they can be very blunt. Sometimes they can be very careless. This is the nature of Agni Tattva Rashi. See, Agni means it burns everything. It doesn't differentiate. The same way, these people have got so much of fire in them. So they are energetic at the same time. The fire can also burn you. So they can just be blunt. They don't bother. That is the characteristic of Agni Tattva Rashi. Then comes Vayu Tatva, Prithvi Tatva Rashi. What is Prithvi? Prithvi means earth. When you talk about the earth, the first thing that comes to your mind is patience. Earth is always connected to patience. See, earth is bearing all our weight. We are exploiting earth to such a great extent, but still earth has got so much of patience. So that is the quality of Prithvi, earth. So these are the Prithvi Tattva group is the practical group, practical and productive group. When you talk about the Agni Tattva group, that is Mesha, Simha and Dhanur, they're the energetic group. When you talk about the Prithvi Tattva, that is Vrishabha, Kanya and Makara, these are the practical and productive group. So these earth signs, they have got lot of responsibility and reliability. If somebody tells whether this individual is reliable, just see to which Rashi they belong. If they belong to Prithvi Tattva Rashi, we can say that individual is a responsible and reliable person. We can rely on that person. If some work is given to them, we can rest assured that that work will get done. They are very reliable kind of people who will take a lot of responsibility. They are very well organized. Then practical in nature. They don't stay in, some kind of illusion or dreams. Very practical. See, down to earth. That is the terminology that we use, no, for some people. So these people are very practical in nature, realistic, hardworking people, then methodical, disciplined, stable and steady. So if you want a person, a friend or a spouse to be stable and steady, that is Prithvi Rashi people. But the negative attributes of such individuals are they're very stubborn, reserved, they're not outgoing, they're very reserved, introvert kind of people. Agni Tattva people are very outgoing, they can make friends very easily. Whereas Prithvi Tattva people are very reserved in nature and they're fussy, critical, pessimistic. See, Agni Tattva people are optimistic, whereas Prithvi Tattva people are pessimistic, self-centered, and sometimes they can be materialistic also. See, here I'm not criticizing any person. Every Rashi has its positive attributes as well as negative attributes. That is the reason that every individual has both positive and negative qualities. You should know both the things. If you have to make a study of an individual, you should make a study of both the positive and negative qualities. So each Rashi has both positive and negative. You should understand both. Only then you will be understanding that Rashi in totality. Now coming to the next science, that is the Vayu Tattva science. That is Mithuna Rashi, Tula Rashi and Kumbha Rashi. See, these are the three Rashis which are the, when we group them according to tattvas, we can say Mesha Rashi is Agni Tattva Rashi are the energetic group. Prithvi Tattva Rashi are the productive group, practical and productive group. Whereas Vayu Tattva Rashi are the intelligent group. They are the intelligent and creative group. So these people are very good in communication, have got high intelligence, very quick-witted. That means you tell them something, immediately they'll answer very quickly. They can answer. Adaptable. They can adapt themselves to situations. Very flexible. They're very cooperative. They'll very easily gel with people. Balanced, tolerant, and they have got original ideas because they're very intelligent. They can think out of the box. They have got very original kind of ideas. That is the nature of Vayu. If you see Vayu, see, it doesn't stay in one place. It just moves. And the Vayu is so quick. The movement is so quick. In the same way, this quickness of Vayu is correlated with intelligence. So these are the people who are very intelligent in nature. But the negative qualities of these Rashis are, they're very nervous. They're not that very confident. If you see Agni Tattva Rashi people, they're very confident. Whereas Vayu Tattva people are very nervous. They're not that very confident. Indecisive, as I said, they cannot take decisions very easily. And sometimes they behave eccentric. You know, most of the intelligent people are absent-minded. We would have heard this term, absent-minded professor. So if they're too intelligent, they're absent-minded. They forget things. They forget people. So many things happen, like that. These people are also eccentric. Sometimes they behave in a different way. So that is about Vayu Tattva Rashis. Coming to the next group, the last group, that is the Jala Tattva Rashi. That is, Jala Tattva are Karkataka, Vrishchika, and Meena. Now, these group is the emotional and family oriented group. So, what are these? They are very emotional in nature. They have got a lot of feelings, very sensitive in nature, sympathetic to other people's feelings, very compassionate, kind, and at the same time they are intuition means they can know what is going to happen. So this Jala Tattva Rashi people are intuitive in nature. That is something which is there in their nature. They can sometimes feel, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. That is the intuition. All the Jala Tattva Rashi people will be having it. Artistic in nature, very passionate about their beliefs, very receptive to new ideas. They don't, resist new ideas. They're very receptive to ideas. Whereas Prithvi Tattva people, they are not that very receptive. Whereas Jala Tattva Rashis are very receptive. They're very emotional in nature. The negative attributes are, since they're very emotional, they are very moody. Sometimes they'll be very happy, sometimes they'll be very sad. They're very moody in nature. And secretive, escapist. Sometimes they tend to escape situations. They don't want to be stuck up in some situations. They just want to escape situation and people. Sometimes they're very unrealistic, not very practical. So this is their nature. So now we have understood all the four categories. The Agni Tattva people are very energetic group. The Prithvi Tattva are the productive and practical group. Vayu Tattva are the intelligent and creative group. And Jala Tattva are the emotional and family oriented group. Now, we have understood there are now we have understood that there are different classifications. Now, where do we use this classification? See, this is basically used for giving remedial measures. When we analyze a horoscope, see, most of the people come to an astrologer with problems. And when they come with problems, they want solutions for it. So first the astrologer analyzes a chart, and based on the planet's position and the different conditions, they give certain remedies. Now, when you're giving remedies, these tattvas will help you a lot. For example, some planet is posted in a Agni Tattva Rashi. So you're giving them some remedies. The thing that you can tell them is you can ask them to light a lamp, or you can ask them to do some kind of homa. If the planet which is afflicted, that means affliction means it is troubled and it will be giving you trouble. So you have to give a remedy for that planet. And if that planet is posited in Prithvi Tattva, you can ask them to do some kind of charity or pradakshina of some temple you can ask them to do. If it is posted in Vayu Tattva Rashi, you can ask them to chant mantras. If it is posted in Jala Tattva Rashi, you can ask them to do Abhisheka, or you can ask them to go and take bath in some holy river. So basically, this classification will help you to give remedies and also to understand the nature of that Rashi. For that also it will help. And the third thing it will help is in mundane astrology. I told about this mundane astrology in the last class. It's a branch of astrology which studies the about a region, like whether some natural calamities are going to happen, or something like earthquake, tsunami, or fire accidents. This classification will help for that also. Now, see, somebody is making a lot of marks on the screen. Please don't do anything. Please don't tamper with it. See, I told you that there are 3 Rashis which are Agni Tattva Rashis. Now again, we'll go a little more deeper, a further classification to know the difference in the Agnis. See, Mesha is a Agni Tattva Rashi, Simha is a Agni Tattva Rashi, and Dhanur is also a Agni Tattva Rashi. But there is a difference in the Agnis of Mesha, Simha, and Dhanur. The basic characteristics are the same. They are very energetic, active, outgoing, confident. They want to achieve lots of things in life. But there is a subtle difference in the Agni of Mesha, Agni of Simha, and Agni of Dhanur. Here, the Agni of Mesha is uncontrollable. See, the fire is uncontrollable. This Agni of Mesha can be compared to a forest fire. See, if there is a fire in the forest, it is very difficult to control. It spreads very quickly. So the Agni of Mesha can be compared to a wild forest fire. What it means is, the nature of a Mesha Rashi person, the energy is so much that sometimes it becomes uncontrollable. They're so hyperactive. That is the kind of energy which Mesha Rashi has. Coming to the Agni of Simha, this is, say, we use fire for cooking, right? In the kitchen, fire is used for cooking. That means that fire is used in a controlled manner to do something productive. Cooking means for nourishment. So it's used for some productive purpose. Here, the energy is present. In Simha also, the energy is present. But it is in a controlled nature. That energy is channelized. It can be channelized for productive purpose. Whereas the Mesha Rashi Agni, it is a bit difficult to control. Coming to the Agni of Dhanur, it is like the fire of Homa. See, the fire is the same, whether it's a forest fire or the fire that we use in the kitchen or the fire that we use in a Homa. In all the 3 things, the fire is same, but the purpose is different. The intensity is different. In a forest fire, it cannot be controlled. It is very difficult to control a forest fire. Whereas in the kitchen, the fire can be controlled, right? When you switch on the gas, you can decrease or increase the temperature. The intensity you can increase or decrease. So in the same way, the Agni of Simha, you can use it for productive purpose. The Agni of Dhanur is like the fire of a Homa, Havan, or lamp. When you light a lamp, that is a fire of Dhanur. What is the purpose of lighting a lamp? Every day you light a lamp in front of God. That is for awakening our spirituality, for awakening our inner self. So this is that kind of Agni. The Agni of Dhanur is used for your spiritual awakening. So that is the subtle difference. Though all the 3 Rashis belong to Agni, the Agni differs. Okay. See, these kind of informations, you will not find it in any of the books. This is something which I have learned from my gurus, which you will not find it any of the books. That I am passing it on to you. When you get this kind of knowledge, further when you analyze a chart, it will become easy for you to understand the characteristic of the individual. Coming to the Jala. Now we understood about Agni. Coming to Jala. I said Karkataka Rashi, Vrishchika Rashi, and Meena Rashi all belong to the Jala Tattva Rashi. So basically, all the Jala Tattva Rashis are very emotional in nature, very receptive. They are deeply compassionate. They have got a lot of feelings. But again, there's difference in the type of Jala. When it comes to Karkataka Rashi, the Jala is like pure, it's like river water. See, river water is very essential for human beings, right? We use it for drinking, then we use it for irrigation, we use it for so many purposes. So the jala of Karnataka is like pure river water, something like pure Ganga Jal. It gives nourishment. Without the river water, drinking water, human life cannot sustain. So it is like Jiva. Okay, that is the nature of Karkataka Rashi. When it comes to Vrishchika, here the water is very deep, or we can say it is polluted water. What it means is this Rashi is secretive in nature. That is what it means. When it comes to Meena Rashi, it is the ocean water. So the Karkataka Rashi is river water, Vrishchika Rashi is polluted water, Meena Rashi is ocean water. Just like how the ocean is vast, in the same way, the feelings, the emotions of Meena Rashi is very vast. So that is the difference in the three Jala Rashis. Coming to Prithvi Tatwa Rashi, one is Vrishabha Rashi, Kanya Rashi, and Makra Rashi. Prithvi means earth, I said. But there's a difference in all the three Rashis. Here, when you come to Vrishabha Rashi, the symbol of Vrishabha Rashi is bull. Where do you use the bull? Bull is used for tilling the land. Usually, agricultural land, if you see, for plowing the land, they will be using bull. Right? So, Vrishabha Rashi is an agricultural land. Agricultural land is very, very important for our nourishment. If there is no agricultural land, we will not have any food crops. If we have no food crops, we cannot sustain this life at all. So, this Prithvi is a nourishing, productive, we can say it's an agricultural land, is what Vrishabha Rashi indicates. Coming to Kanya Rashi, this indicates a garden. See, the symbol of Kanya Rashi is a young girl. So it's like the young girls usually they like to go into a garden or just relax over there. So this is the Prithvi where flowers are grown, and it's a place for relaxation. Then comes the Prithvi of Makara. This is marshy land. See, the symbol is crocodile. So marshy land means it's not completely dry, nor is it completely wet. It's a combination of dry and wet. This is the kind of Prithvi that you find in Makara Rashi. The symbol for this is crocodile. Coming to Vayu Rashi, Mithuna is Vayu, Tula is Vayu, and Kumbha is also Vayu. But there's a difference in the Vayu Rashis. See, Vayu Rashis, I said, it is the intelligent and creative group. All the three Rashis are very intelligent in nature, but how and where they use their intelligence changes. Now, for example, Mithuna Rashi, they use their intelligence in communication. They use their intelligence in impressing the opposite gender. That is where they use their intelligence. Here, Tula, if you see, Tula is balance. Where do you use a balance? You use it in a business place. So here, they use their intelligence in business. Coming to Kumbha Rashi, here, if you see the symbol, it's a man holding a pot, pouring the contents of the pot outside. That means whatever intelligence they have used, they do some creative things out of it for the benefit of people who are around them. That is for the society, we can say. They use their intelligence for benefiting the society. That is where each of the Rashis use their intelligence. So this is the classification based on. So what are the three classifications that you studied today? One is odd and even. The second one is Chara, Sthira, Dwiswabhava. The third is Tatwa. Based on Tatwa, you studied the classifications like, what are the classifications? Agni, Prithvi, Vayu, and Jala. These are the three classifications that you studied today. So just based on these three classifications also, you can understand the characteristic of a Rashi. See, for example, if you take Mesha Rashi, it's a Agni Tatva Rashi. It is Chara Rashi. Okay. If you take Vrishabha Rashi, it's a Prithvi Tatva Rashi, Sthira Rashi. If you take Meena Rashi, it is Jala Rashi as well as Dwiswabhava Rashi. Based on these two characteristics only, you can understand the nature of the Rashi. For example, Vrishabha, it is Sthira as well as Prithvi Tattva Rashi. Prithvi means what? See, there are some common characteristics. They'll be very hardworking, practical, taking responsibility. But at the same time, Sthira is there. So they'll also be stubborn. So among the Rashis, the strongest Sthira Rashi is Vrishabha Rashi, because Prithvi Tattva also indicates stubbornness and it's also Sthira Rashi. See, Makara also is a Prithvi Tattva Rashi, but it is Chara Rashi. Kanya is also Prithvi. It is Dwiswabhava Rashi. So the strongest Prithvi Tattva Rashi is Vrishabha, because Prithvi Tattva itself means stubbornness, practical, and it is also Sthira Rashi. Like that, you can analyze each and every Rashi. There's one more classification that is based on directions. See, this also will help in many things, like to predict certain things. It will help. I'll tell you. First, let us understand the classification. Mesha is east, Vrishabha is south, Mithuna is west, Karkataka is north. So the same thing will continue: north, east, south, west, north, east, south, west. So 4 directions. Each of the Rashis has been correlated with a direction. Each of the Rashis have been given a direction. Now all the Agni Tattva Rashis are east direction. All the Prithvi Tattva Rashi belong to south direction. All the Vayu Tattva Rashi, see, Mithuna, Tula, Kumbha, they belong to west direction. And all the Jala Tattva Rashi, Karkataka, Vrishchika, Meena, they belong to north direction. Now, how is this direction going to help us? This is useful in prediction, mostly when somebody asks you from which direction the bridegroom, which direction the spouse is going to come, in which direction we had to start, means this classification will help. And for an individual, success in which direction they'll get, a job in which direction they'll get, or the entrance of the house, in which direction they had to keep the entrance of the house, and the site facing, which is lucky. All that we can know by this classification. And in Prashna is a branch of astrology where a question is asked to the astrologer, and based on that question, the astrologer will answer. Based on the timing of the question, the person will decide which direction it is, and they'll be able to answer. For example, if some item has been stolen, Chora Prashna it is known as. Looking at this chart, they can identify in which direction the thief has moved, or if some person has gone missing. Looking at this chart, Prashna chart, we can tell the Prashna chart and these directions both have to be integrated. We can then tell in which direction the missing person has gone, and which is the best direction for travel, for fixing the entrance of the house. For all these things, you can use this classification. Okay. So today you have understood 4 classifications: odd and even, Chara, Sthira, Dwiswabhava, Tattvas, that is Agni, Jala, Vayu, and Prithvi. Next is direction. These 4 things you have understood. There are a lot more classifications which you'll understand in the next session. I would like to tell something which is not exactly connected to astrology, but this is some important information which will help you greatly. Now, most of us visit a temple. And when we visit a temple, what do? We look at the idol, the deity. We bow our head, then we submit a list of our wants, our desires, then we come out of the temple. But do you know, there is a way or a system or a method to take the darshan of the Lord, to take the darshan of a deity. There's a beautiful slokam which tells how you have to look at the God. You should always look at the deity from the feet, proceeding upwards to the face. Because it is said that the darshana itself is like a beautiful spiritual journey. It is, darshana means just not looking at the God. It is much more deeper. It has got much more spiritual understanding or a spiritual emphasis, I can say. So next time when you go to a temple, you have to follow this method. You'll find it to be very fulfilling, very peaceful. So there's a beautiful shlokam which will explain how you have to take the darshan of a deity when you go to a temple. So what is the method? It seems to be simple, but there's a method. So what is the method to take the darshan of the God? This slokam tells, Pada darshanam, papa nashanam. See, you had to begin, you had to look at the deity. First, you had to look at the pada, that is the feet of the God. When you look at the feet, it says papa nashanam. That means the feet, the darshan of the feet destroys our sins. So first look at the feet. Then proceed upwards. Kati darshanam kama nashanam. That means when you look at the waist of the Lord, it burns or dissolves your desires. Kama means desires. The desires will be destroyed. Then from there, you move your gaze upwards. You look at the Nabhi. Nabhi darshanam, narkanashanam. What it means? When you look at the Nabhi, it destroys your inner sufferings. Then proceed to the Hridaya. Look at the heart, the chest region of the God. Hridaya darshanam, hutroga nashanam. When we look at the heart of the Lord, it heals the sorrow of our heart. Our hearts are healed. Then Kanta darshanam, Vaikunta sadhanam. The throat. You proceed, you lift your gaze to the throat. When you look at the throat, this darshan opens the path to Vaikunta. Vaikunta means eternal bliss. After that, you shift your gaze to the face. Mukha darshanam, Mukti sadhanam. The face grants us liberation. It shows us the path to mukti. Then Kirita darshanam, Punarjanma nashanam. From the face, when you look at the kirita, the crown, that ends the cycle of birth. There'll be no rebirth. So every part of the divine form has its own grace, its own beauty, its own purpose. So next time when you visit a temple, please have this kind of a darshan where you'll feel so very fulfilled. You'll feel so very peaceful. This is the way you to have the darshan of the God. Then, as I gave you a tip in the last class, even in this class, I'll be giving you a tip. Every session, there'll be a tip. If you follow that, it will be highly beneficial. So what is the tip for today? Last class, it was about health. If you want to have good health, you should do certain things. Now, after health, what is the most important thing for an individual? They should also have wealth. So how do you get wealth? Getting wealth means it's just not money. Wealth means in every way you're complete, you're happy. How do you get wealth? What is it that you should do? To increase your wealth, there's a simple method. See, the kitchen in a house represents Shukra, that is Venus. And Venus is the Karaka for wealth, for your cash. It is Shukra who is the Karaka. So, there's a practice in many households. They keep unwashed vessels in the sink overnight. They'll think, okay, tomorrow morning I'll wash it. And they'll keep the unwashed vessels in the kitchen. That should never be done because that is the obstacle for your wealth. See, Shukra means Mahalakshmi. The Adidevata for Shukra is Mahalakshmi. So, wherever Shukra is there, Mahalakshmi will be there. And Mahalakshmi is the giver of all forms of wealth. If you have to enter a place, if it is neat and clean, you would like to enter that place. Imagine Mahalakshmi, if she has to enter your house, it should be so very neat and clean. For a person to have good wealth, the whole house should be neat and clean, particularly the kitchen. However late it is, whatever happens, if you want to be wealthy, if you want to sustain your wealth, see to it before going to bed, you clean the kitchen completely. The kitchen slab is completely neat and clean. It's not cluttered. It's not dirty. The kitchen sink is empty of unwashed vessels. Unwashed vessels should not be kept in the kitchen. That is important for sustaining your wealth and for increasing your wealth. And another thing that you have to take care is there should not be any leaking taps in your kitchen, in your house. If there are leaking taps in the house, just like how the water is dripping continuously, in the same way, your money will also flow out of the house. You'll have a lot of unnecessary expenditures. So, if you do not want unnecessary expenditures to occur, then get all the leaking taps repaired. Keep your house in good condition. Keep it neat and clean. That is the tip for today. Hope it will be beneficial for you, helpful for you. So we have come to the end of the session. Now is the question and answer session. If you have any questions to ask me, you can please raise your hands. Be muted. The admin will unmute and they'll call out the name and they'll unmute that individual. Only then please ask the question. Otherwise, if all of you ask together, I'll not be able to understand your question. Neither will I be able to answer it. So please raise your hands. And whoever raises the hand, the admin will call out their name. And you have just got half an hour time. The session will close at 8.
Ma'am, Asha, she raised her hand. Is she available? I'm unmuting her.
Yeah.
Asha?
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste. Namaste, ma. Yes, ma.
Class, ma'am. Very nice understanding. Thank
Thank
you very much.
Yes.
First half of the session I missed due to the network and all, but
Huh.
even then I understood. Ma'am,
Okay.
you were telling about this north, south, and east, west.
Hmm.
Mesha Rashi is from east.
Yes,
Then
correct, ma.
the Mesha Rashi people has to look forward for their houses from the east opening.
Usually east, see, only based on this, you cannot take things into consideration. You had to see many other factors in the horoscope also. What are the planets posted in that Rashi? This is just a basic understanding. That east direction will be, lucky for that individuals.
Okay. And if we want to see the groom or bride,
Yeah.
thus you told that ఆ బిడ్డ ఆ చిన్నోడు ఆ పక్క నుంచి వస్తారు. We have to look at from our side to
No, yeah, from our side only. But for that, you have to see some other parameters. See, the house of marriage is 7th house. When I talk about bhavas, only then you'll understand this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yes.
anyway, nice class, ma'am. Understood nicely. Ma'am, one small request, please give us the recording. It will be
Recording is not available, ma. Recording is not available. And recordings will not be given because, see, this is the class. See, this is the knowledge which you have to get directly from the guru.
okay.
See, when recording is given, what happens? People become very careless. They'll not attend the classes. They'll feel, yes, recording is there, I'll see some other time. And
That
they'll not
is that.
see.
Yeah,
That's
that
why,
is that.
see,
Who have attended for them, at least one day you give us, ma'am.
let's
All
think about it.
attended.
Let's
It's
think about
already
that.
available on YouTube
See,
Live,
because,
ma'am. You can watch. If
yeah,
you want, you can watch on YouTube Live. It has been posted in the group.
Facebook Live.
So yeah, you can, if you want to revise the class, you can watch it on
Oh, that
live.
is more than
We have
enough, ma'am.
posted-
Thank
we
you
have
so much.
posted in the group already link. Please check the group chat.
Okay. From the first starting, we can see that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Welcome.
Wonderful class, ma'am. We are blessed to have you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, Ramolisha.
Sorry, that is me. I'm Nikhila. Ma'am,
Yeah.
namaste. Thank you so much. Very informative, kind of mind opening. So before I thought only seeing that nakshatra, we are able to tell the Rashi. I never knew this moon, seeing the moon, they are making that. So that is also correct, or I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Yes. See, first starting I said Rashi, wherever moon is posted, that is your Janma Rashi. Next, in which nakshatra moon is posted, that will become your Janma Nakshatra. That further classes you'll understand.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Seeing my own horoscope, I got confused because it's written Janma Nakshatra different. All life I've been told it's in different nakshatra. So I have to go and clarify now.
Now you have understood your Janma Rashi, where moon is posted, that is your Janma Rashi.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, welcome.
Looking forward to every session.
Yes, ma'am.
Havishma Krishna also raised his hand. Okay, Rupa's iPhone.
వాళ్ళు ఆన్సర్ చేయకుండా వేరే
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste, ma'am. You can please switch on your camera so that I can look at you. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, actually, నాది ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పుత్రి కదా చరా స్థిర ద్విస్వభావ రాశిలు.
Yes.
దాంట్లో ఇప్పుడు ఒక్క కుండలిలో నేను చూసిన కుండలిలో 6 హౌసెస్ లో రాశి ఇది ఉంది, ప్లానెట్స్ ఉంది. అన్నిను ఈక్వల్ గా ఉండవి మ్యామ్, చరా స్థిర. అప్పుడు దాని స్వభావం ఎట్లా మనము
That person will be balanced nature. Nothing in excessive. That person will have a balanced nature.
ఓకే మ్యామ్. ఆమెట్గా ఇంకొకటి ఏమి అంటే, ఇప్పుడు మొగుడు పెండ్లాంది డిఫరెంట్ డైరెక్షన్స్ ఉంటుంది అనుకోండి. ఒకటి సౌత్, ఒకటి ఈస్ట్ ఉంటే, అప్పుడు వాళ్ళు అకస్మాత్ ఇల్లు కొనాలా అంటే ಯಾವ డైరెక్షన్ లో ఎత్తుకోవాలా? సౌత్ ఈస్ట్ లో ఎత్తుకోవాలనా, లేదు బరీ ఈస్ట్ లో ఎత్తుకోవాలా, లేదు బరీ సౌత్ లో ఎత్తుకోవాలా?
ఎవరు పేరులో తీసుకుంటాడమ్మో వాళ్ళ డైరెక్షన్ చూడాలి.
ఓకే మ్యామ్. ఆమెట్గా మీరు ఇప్పుడు దేవుంది చెప్పుత్రి కదా మ్యామ్.
కరెక్ట్.
అది ఏమాద్ರೂ మళ్ళీ చెప్పకైతుందా మ్యామ్?
నేను అది PDF లో వేస్తాను మా.
ఓకే మ్యామ్. అది కొంచెం నేను నోట్ చేసుకునే కాలేదు.
PDF.
ఓకే మ్యామ్. చాలా ఖుషిగా ఉంది మ్యామ్, మీరు మళ్ళీ క్లాస్ ఎత్తుకోండి.
థ్యాంక్స్ మా. మీరు ప్రీవియస్ క్లాస్ అటెండ్ చేసింట్రా?
ఎస్ మ్యామ్, మర్చిపోయిండారు నన్ను.
ఓకే మా. ఓకే, షూర్. ఓకే,
థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్.
యా మా, వెల్కమ్.
Santosh.
Yeah. Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Good
So
evening, sir.
this is regarding Navagrahas, right? Like you told in the chart. So there are 9 planets, but
Yes.
in some online charts when we do, we also get Uranus, Neptune, and other things, right?
There are different systems of astrology. Vedic astrology, which we follow in India, we take only 9 planets into consideration. That's why even in the temples there are only Navagrahas. Whereas Western astrology, they take Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto also into consideration. But here for Vedic astrology, we take only 9 planets into consideration.
Okay, ma'am. Actually, you also told about Jala Tatwa and all those things, right? And based on that, we have to do some predictions. So it is like, say, out of the 9 planets, some of the planets will be there in different houses, and there will be conjunctions and all those things.
I didn't say you had to do remedies for all the things. When we are giving remedial measures for some planet, that we had to, this kind of classification will help for remedial measures. That's what I meant. But in an individual's chart, if you see where the maximum number of planets are posted, that will be the nature of the person. For example, in a Jala Tatwa Rashi, if more planets are posted, that person will be more emotional in nature.
Yes.
That's
So
what I-
mine is actually Karkataka Rashi, so which is a Jala Tattva, and
Yes.
I am very emotional. And
Yes.
if you take that example, so in the 12th house, there are 4 planets actually.
Okay.
So we have to, again, 12th house is Jala Tattva only. So we have
Yes.
to treat that for that particular thing, is it? So
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
give
yeah.
examples
Just
on
the,
that, it will be
just the
useful.
temperament of an individual. When you just look at the horoscope without knowing your Rashi, nothing. If you just look at your horoscope, just see in which Tattva more planets are posted. That will be your basic temperament. If more planets are posted in Jala Tattva, you'll be more emotional. Okay, next.
నమస్తే మేడం.
Namaste.
నా పేరు సరస్వతి మేడం.
Ha,
చాలా
cheppandi.
ఏళ్ళ నుంచి నేను నేర్చుకోవాలనుకుంటా ఉంటే అది ఎన్నిసార్లు ఎట్లా ట్రై చేసినా కాలేదో నాకు నిజంగా చాలా సదవకాశం చిక్కింది అనిపిస్తుంది. మీ ఎట్లా గురువు దగ్గర నేర్చుకునేకే చాలా డీటెయిల్స్ తెలుసుకుంటే చాలా ఖుషి అయ్యా.
Thanks, ma. Yes, ma.
మీరు వెల్త్ అంతా బాగుండాలా అనేసి ఒక టిప్ ఇస్తారు కదా.
అవును
సో అది పాత్రలు వచ్చేసి మార్నింగ్ వస్తుంది కదా మేడ్. సో దాన్ని పెట్టాలంటే ఊరికే కడిగేసి వేరే ఎక్కడైనా పెట్టాలన్నా కిచెన్ లో పెట్టినకూడదా ఎట్లా అనేసి?
కిచెన్ లో పెట్టకుండా వేరే ఏమైనా వేరే జాగాలో పెట్టచ్చు మీరు. కిచెన్
పర్వాలేదు.
పెట్టకుండా యూ కెన్ జస్ట్ కీప్ ఇన్ సమ్ అదర్ ప్లేస్. యూటిలిటీలో అట్లా వేరెవర్.
ఓకే.
ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ కీపింగ్ ఇట్ ఇన్ ద కిచెన్.
దట్ ఈస్ ఓకే మ్యామ్.
యా, దట్ ఈస్ ఓకే. దట్ ఈస్ ఓకే.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ మేడం.
ఓకే.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఎస్.
Hi, this is Sindhu.
సింధు. ఎస్ మా.
మీరు ఇది ఫస్ట్ క్రైటీరియా
Switch on your camera.
ఓకే.
Please switch on your camera so that I can look at you. Yes.
ఓకే.
Please.
ఇది మీరు ఫస్ట్ క్రైటీరియాస్ చెప్పినప్పుడు మేల్ ఫీమేల్ అదని యూ ప్యూరిటీ యాడ్ ఉందో దట్ విల్ బి ద డామినెంట్ నేచర్. బట్ ఇది కదా వాటర్ ఎర్త్, అప్పుడు మీరు మెజారిటీ అనేది క్రైటీరియా చెప్పలేదు. దట్స్ వన్ థింగ్ ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు క్లారిఫై. ఇస్ ఇట్ నా రాశిలో యావది ఉందో దట్ ఈస్ మై నేచరా, లేదు మెజారిటీ తిరిగి ఆడను చూడాలి నా ప్లానెట్స్
మెజారిటీ ప్లానెట్స్ యాడ్ ఉంది అది చూడాలి.
For all of the 4 criteria,
these classifications will be used for various things in various ways. See, basic, now I have told you for some instances I have given where it can be used. At this stature, when you are not knowing, just basic మీకు తెలిసినప్పుడు in the horoscope, just see where maximum number of planets are posted. That will be the nature of the individual.
Ma'am, one more question if I can ask. So
Yes.
if the nature, it is indicating something, like something is very aggressive or something is very dominant, and it is indicating the nature. So how do you change the personality, or does it just remain like that?
The basic personality will be like that only, it will not change. But only thing, there's something known as free will. When you want to change, by using your free will, you can always change it. See, if some person is very short-tempered, he knows that it's not good for his health. He's very short-tempered. So by making his own effort, he can try to have more patience. So horoscope is just an indicator. It just indicates things, but it can be changed by your free will. You want to change something, it's always in your hands. That's the reason you should learn to study your horoscope. It's not for other people. వేరే ఎవరికో చెప్పి ఏమో చేయాలని కాదు. When you start studying your own horoscope, your family people's horoscope, you'll know what has to be changed. That awareness will come. And when that awareness comes, you can use your free will and you can change certain things. And when you use your free will, undoubtedly the destiny also will change. If, for example, there are 2 ways to go to some destination. One way is always traveled way. For example, from Bangalore to Mysore, there's Bangalore-Mysore Expressway. or there is some other road also. You can choose. Your destination is Mysore. You can choose to travel in whichever direction you want. That is the free will over there. So horoscope indicates your destiny, but it can be changed by your free will.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Very good.
Whoever is asking the question, please switch on your cameras so that I can look at you. You have been looking at me from the past 2 hours, I think, 1.5 hours. So now I would like to look at you.
Namaste, ma'am. I'm Balaji.
Namaste, ma.
Thank you very much for having the class again.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You just mentioned just now that you can change by free will. That has actually helped me progress in my life also. By understanding characteristics of the family members and all, we also try to, try to be little more stronger and understand their character.
You see, when you understand people around you, and when you look at their horoscope and you understand their characteristics, you'll become more accepting. You'll always be thinking, why is this person like this? Why is this person behaving like this? Why he always shouts or whatever? You'll be thinking like that. But when you look at their horoscope, you know that is their basic nature. You start accepting them.
Very true. That has really helped me, and that has done a lot of goodness also and understanding.
Yes, ma'am.
You had mentioned about the zodiac signs, it is 30 degrees and all. So when the Mesha Rashi is at 30, the Vrishabha also comes at the same point. So I just wanted a clarification about that. They will have both the characters of both the Rashis?
No.
31 to...
Usually the beginning degrees, if some planet is posted in that degrees, then there's a chance of having the characteristics of both the Rashis. Yes.
Okay, that's very nice. Vayu Tatwa, what you told, this explanation of all these temperaments and all that has been much better understanding than the first time. It was all so vague and so...
Okay. So you are attending this for the second time?
Ma'am, this was the second time.
Okay, so this is giving you a better understanding.
Very much, very nice. We were asking last year, we were expecting it, but okay, that's nice that you took care of it.
Okay, ma. Okay, nice.
What about this Tula Rashi? If you can give me a little more about this Vayu Tattvas of Mithuna, Tula and Kumbha.
See, basically, Vayu Tattva Rashis are intelligent group. So they use this Mithuna, Vayu and Mithuna, Tula and Kumbha, they use their intelligence in different areas of life.
Okay.
So Mithuna Rashi people, they use their intelligence in communication. In their talk, in their speech, you can find out their intelligence in impressing the opposite gender. And Tula Rashi people, they use all their intelligence in their business. And Kumbha Rashi people, they use their intelligence in creating something which will benefit the society.
Okay.
Or at least the people around them.
Okay. It's really amazing to understand how such intricacies are there. Amazing. Yeah, thank you.
Good.
Hello.
Yes.
Madam.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, good evening.
Good evening.
I am from Kakinada. My name is Nagamani, Dr. Nagamani.
Okay.
Madam, your class is excellent, ma'am. Last Thursday, I listened your total class and write a note on that also. But today, I am some work, so I couldn't attend the class from 6 to 7:15.
Okay.
So I want your PDF for recording.
See, you can see in Facebook Live that will be available for one day. That YouTube Live.
Okay.
Yeah.
YouTube
Link is
Live.
Yesnara Soumya.
Yes, ma'am.
So link Yesnaranta YouTube Live lo meeku vastundi.
Okay, ma'am.
Group
Thank you, ma'am.
అది మీరు ప్లే చేస్తే మీకు ప్లే అవుతుంది చూడండి.
Soumya,
Okay, ma'am.
చెప్పండి వాళ్ళకి ఎట్లా how to view that అని.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Link is posted.
Okay.
Is it available or not? I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Please check it, ma'am. Please check it. It will be all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Namaste, madam.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, madam. I am Rajendra Kumar from Tumkur.
Okay, sir.
Madam, I have attended your sessions in last class also, but it was only half of the sessions I could attend. And this
Okay.
time I'm really enjoying and understanding it in a better way.
Very nice, sir.
And, thank you for your insights and also wonderful explanation.
Welcome, sir. Others, please mute yourself. Others, please mute yourself.
Madam, I request you to send that sloka of looking at the God and darshan, please.
Yes, I'll send it in the PDF.
Okay, madam. Thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome, sir. Yes.
Namaste, madam.
Namaste, sir.
Madam, last session you explained that there are different systems of astrology,
Yes, sir.
like Parasara, Gemini,
Yes.
etc.
Yes, sir.
So, which system we are going to learn the astrology?
We are learning the Parashara system, sir. That is the basis for all the other systems. Only when you learn the Parashara system, after that you can start developing and learning different systems. So Parashara is the basis for all the systems. So first we'll be learning Parashara system.
Okay, thank you.
Namaste, madam.
Namaste, namaste, ma.
నేను నీరజ ఫ్రమ్ హైదరాబాద్.
ఓ నమస్తే మేడం, చెప్పండి.
అయితే ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ అటెండ్ అవ్వలేదమ్మా. అది ఎట్లా చూడాలి? ఇప్పుడు 1 వీక్ అయింది, నాకు నిన్ననే చెప్పారు నా ఫ్రెండ్.
లేదు మేడం, అది ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ అవైలబుల్ లేదు, రికార్డింగ్ లేదు, ఏమీ లేదు. బట్ దాంట్లో ఉత్త ఇంట్రడక్షన్ నడిచింది, క్లాస్ మ్యాటర్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది ఈ క్లాస్ లోనే. సో యూ హ్యావ్ నాట్
మీరు చెప్పిన హెల్త్ టిప్స్ కావాలి మేడం.
హెల్త్ టిప్పా? నేనేం చెప్తుందంటే మీ జాతకంని ప్రతిదినము సూర్యునికి చూపించండి అని. సూర్యుడు వచ్చేసి ఆరోగ్యానికి కారకుడు. మన మంచి కంటి చూపు కావాలా, మంచి ఆరోగ్యం కావాలా, మన బోన్స్ బాగుండాలా అంటే సూర్యుడు బాగుండాలా. అందుకోసము ప్రతి దినము మీ జాతకంని సూర్యునికి చూపించి, సూర్యునికి నమస్కరించి, నాకు ఈ సంపూర్ణమైన ఆరోగ్యం అప్ప తండ్రి అని ముక్కోండి. అదే హెల్త్ టిప్ నేను చెప్పింది లాస్ట్ టైం.
చెప్పారు మీరు. థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
Like shlokas in temple visiting. Someone wanted to repeat. They wanted you to repeat that.
I'll put that in the group, ma.
Okay, ma'am.
Because it will be like a waste of time if I explain the same thing again. There are so many people who have raised their hands. So let them ask if they have any other question related to what I have taught today.
Okay, ma'am.
Namaste, ma'am.
Namaste, ma.
సుధారాణి, హైదరాబాద్ నుంచి.
ఎస్ మా, చెప్పండి మా.
మ్యామ్, నాకు ఒక చిన్న డౌట్. అది మీరు కిచెన్ లో అసలు ఆ వెజల్స్ పెట్టొద్దు అన్నారు కదా, దానికి రాత్రి పూట అంటే మామూలుగా ప్లేట్స్ అయితే అసలు ఏ టైంలో అయినా పెట్టము, ఓన్లీ ద వెజల్స్ పెడతాను కిచెన్ లో. అవి అంటే నైట్ పెట్టొద్దు అంటారా?
అవును మా, కిచెన్ లో క్లీన్ గా పెట్టండి. కిచెన్ లో there should be no unwashed vessels. It should be completely empty. కావాల్సింటే దాన్నంతా ఒక బాస్కెట్ లోనే ఏమిట్లోనే వేసేసి somewhere else you keep it.
వేరే దగ్గర పెట్టేసామంటారు. ఓకే మ్యామ్, మిగతా అంతా క్లీన్ చేస్తాం, అది ఒక్కటే ఉంటది. తిన్న వెజల్స్, తిన్న ప్లేట్స్ అయితే ఏ టైంలోనూ పెట్టాం అసలు, ఇమీడియట్ గా వాష్ చేసి పెట్టేస్తాం.
గుడ్ హ్యాబిట్ మా, గుడ్ హ్యాబిట్.
ఎవరిది వాళ్ళు కడిగేసి పెడతారు ఇంట్లో అట్లా.
వెరీ నైస్, వెరీ నైస్.
ఓకే మ్యామ్, మీ సెషన్ చాలా అంటే చాలా బాగుంది మ్యామ్. చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
ఓకే మ్యామ్.
10 more minutes. Make it quick. If you want everybody's question to be answered, make it quick. సౌమ్య, ఎవరు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసినారు?
నేను అందరినీ అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తున్నాను.
ఓకే ఓకే, చెప్పండి.
నేను ఈ సెషన్ ది కాదు, లాస్ట్ సెషన్ ఒక డౌట్ ఉండే అమ్మా. నాకు అది ముహూర్తంది మీరు చెప్తారు కదా, అది ఏమి దోషాలు ఉన్నా కరెక్ట్ ముహూర్తం ఉంటే అన్ని క్లియర్ అవుతాయని. అదే బ్రాహ్మీ ముహూర్తంలో ఏమి దోషాలు ఉండలే కదా, ఆ టైంలో పెడితే ఏమి ప్రాబ్లం
కాదు. ఒక్కొక్క ఫర్ ఈచ్ ఆఫ్ ద డిఫరెంట్ సంస్కారాస్ there are different muhurtas. Usually Brahmi Muhurta is considered to be good, but again you have to look at the individual horoscope, their nakshatra and all that, and then you have to fix a Muhurta.
Okay.
That will be much better. See, Brahmi Muhurta is general. But for an individual, when you are doing, you have to give a specific muhurta. For that, you have to see their Janma Nakshatra and then give a muhurta.
ఏందైంది అంటే ఇప్పుడు కర్ణాటక వాళ్ళు తమిళనాడు మ్యాచ్ ఫిక్స్ అయింది అంటే తమిళనాడు వోంట్ అక్సెప్ట్ టు టేక్ ద మ్యారేజ్ ఇన్ అభిజిత్ ముహూర్తం బికాస్ 12 o'clock ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ ఉంటుంది కదా. వాళ్ళు 12 o'clock లో అంతా చేసేలే కావాలంటే వాళ్ళు ఎర్లీ మార్నింగ్ చేస్తారు బ్రాహ్మీ ముహూర్తంలో. బట్ అభిజిత్ ముహూర్తంలో వాళ్ళు ఒప్పేలేరు.
అవును, కరెక్ట్.
ఈ మధ్య ముహూర్తంలో కన్నా అది అప్పుడు తీసుకోవచ్చా ఈ ముహూర్తము?
యూ హ్యాడ్ ఎవరికి చేస్తా ఉన్నారు ఏమి అని చూసేసి స్పెసిఫిక్ గా చూసి చేయాల. యూ హ్యాడ్ టు గో విత్ వన్ సిస్టమ్. ఈచ్ రీజన్ హ్యాస్ దర్ ఓన్ సిస్టమ్. We cannot say one system is good, one system is bad, because each region has its own system. యావది కన్వీనియంట్ అనిపిస్తుందో యావది బెస్ట్ అనిపిస్తుందో అది చేయండి.
దట్ ఈ బ్రహ్మీ ముహూర్తం ఏం నాట్ బ్యాడ్ కదా ఆ టైంలో?
నో 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 నో, ఇట్స్ నాట్ బ్యాడ్, ఇట్స్ నాట్ బ్యాడ్, ఇట్స్ గుడ్.
చాలా బాగుందమ్మా. ఇది నేను సెకండ్ టైం అటెండ్ చేస్తాను. అది ఐ థింక్ 22లో ఆ క్లాస్ అటెండ్ చేసింది. 2022లో అటెండ్ చేసింటే వెరీ ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్. కొంచెం ఇంకా డీప్ భావాస్ లో నాది కొంచెం మిస్ అయ్యా, అందుకే అగైన్ ఈసారి జాయిన్ అయినాను.
Okay, Mari. Attend all the sessions. You'll get a better understanding.
I won't miss at all.
Anyone who is serious about learning, they should take the commitment of attending all the sessions.
ఇంత పెద్ద డైరీ అయిపోయింది, ఇంకా రాసుకోడానికి ఇంకా ప్లేస్ చాలా అట్లుంది. చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, actually, your session is very good or excellent and
Thank
simple
you.
language also to understand. Yeah,
Yes.
I have one question. Like,
Yes,
all
sir.
the Simha Rashis will behave the same, or all Kanya Rashis behave the same?
No,
And
sir.
what decides the factor?
No, sir. See, what I have told is the basic characteristics. Again, there'll be more. See, this is just like a plain paper. Again, after that, you put one color, you put another color, you put something else, there'll be a different picture. So this is just the beginning, right? So this is the basic character. But again, a modification can happen depending upon the planets that are posted in that Rashi.
So you said like multiple planets in that will decide the things. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When I teach about planets and all that, you'll understand better.
Okay. Can we, like with the determination, can we change our characteristics?
100%, sir. We can change it. That's where free will works. Always free will work, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Welcome. Namaste, ma. Yes.
Namaste, madam.
Namaste.
Namaste, madam. I'm Nivedita from Hyderabad.
Yes, ma'am.
Very much appreciable that your classes are very good to understand and also, but we are missing some of the slides because it is moving very fast. So YouTube is displaying it again.
After the session, anyway, I'm giving the PDF. I'm giving all the slides in the group itself.
Okay.
But that's the condition that this should not be shared outside the group. Because I have prepared this with a lot of research, care, and effort. I don't
want this knowledge very much appreciable.
I have given these slides just for your clear understanding, for the students' understanding. You should not go out.
Yeah. One more thing I wanted to ask, madam. Panchangam and horoscope, both are the same things?
No, madam. Horoscope is different. Panchanga is different. Panchanga is used for muhurtam.
Okay.
Horoscope is connected to individual.
Okay. So whatever Panchanga shows like Rashi, Nakshatra, everything, that will be same in horoscope also, no?
See, Panchanga is related to daily activity. For example, today's Tithi, Nakshatra, Vara, Yoga, Karna, all that will be mentioned in the Panchanga. For example, if an individual is born today, that will be his Tithi, that will be his Nakshatra, that will be his Rashi.
Yes, so according to our date of birth only. Date of birth year only, according to the Panchanga, that whatever they have given at that time, at the Kundali, that is that and horoscope, this thing is related, no?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Yes, it's related.
One more thing I want.
Panchanga is like date. See, if you are born today, for example, if an individual is born today is 16th April, it is Thursday. That will remain fixed, right? In the same way, today you'll have a nakshatra, it will have a tithi, it will have a yoga, karna. So that will remain fixed.
Okay. And one more thing I wanted to ask you, madam. What is this Elinati Shani? Will you be proceeding with
I'll be teaching them.
explanation, madam?
Yes, I'll be teaching.
Because
Everything
right
in
now,
detail I'll teach.
yeah,
All
right
the
now, according,
Rashis, nakshatras, grahas, everything I'll teach in detail.
because right now what the Rashi fellas are saying that Kumbha Rashi is with Elinati Shani.
Yes.
So that's why I wanted to ask you, madam.
I'll explain.
Further, this. Okay, thank you very
I'll
much and appreciable, madam.
Welcome.
Very much appreciable. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Madam, good evening, madam.
Namaste, madam.
Yes, ma.
This is Durga from Hyderabad.
Yes, ma. Yes.
This classification based on directions. You have given Mesha as Agni Tatwa, Vrishabha South Prithvi. I could not note the Mithuna and Karkataka. I mean the third and the fourth.
No problem. I'll be sending the PDF in the group. You can slowly note it down.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the class.
Okay, ma. Welcome.
Good evening, madam. Nandini and మాట్లాడేది.
Yes, చెప్పండి మా.
మేడం నాకు నేను బెంగళూరు నుంచి మాట్లాడుతుండేది.
ఓకే మా, చెప్పండి.
మేడం ఒక క్లారిఫికేషన్ ఉండే, ఇప్పుడు మనము జన్మ నక్షత్రమే బేస్ తీసుకొని మన పర్సన్ ది క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయాలనా, లేదా మన జాతకం ఉంటేనే చూసి ఎక్కడ ప్లానెట్స్ చాలా ఉందో దానిపైన డిపెండ్ అవుతుంది?
లేదు. ఈడ ఎన్నో ఫ్యాక్టర్స్, there are so many factors which will determine the characteristic of a person. What I had taught today is just the basic. As you go further in the sessions, each and everything you'll understand, because there are so many layers. This is just oka parda teesnatla. Inga pota there'll be so many things. As you go deeper, you'll understand so many things. Each session you'll understand so many things.
Okay, so ఇప్పుడు ఫౌండేషన్ మాదిరి పెట్టుకొని we have further going, we'll understand better.
Yes ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
Thank you madam. చాలా ఇన్ఫర్మేటివ్ గా ఉంది. Very nice sessions madam.
Welcome ma, welcome.
Namaste ma'am.
Namaste ma.
Yeah, I have the same name as you.
That's nice.
But yeah, to reach your level, I don't know
No, nothing like that.
possible at all or not. I should really thank my mother-in-law, Mrs. Kanchana. She attended your first session.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
She kept telling me you have to, and there were two opportunities which I missed. Finally, this one, like you said last session, astrology will choose you. Finally, it has chosen me. And I'm really happy that I finally started attending your sessions. They're very informative, very clear, crisp. And the question that I had was about this Janma Rashi and the number of planets thing. I think many others also have asked, and like you said, only further down the line we'll be able to know.
Yes, you'll understand it much more clearly. You'll understand as the session proceeds.
Yeah, thank you ma'am. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Namaste madam.
Ma'am, నేను శృతి అని మాట్లాడేది.
Namaste sir.
నేను వెంకటేష్ మేడం, బెంగళూరు.
చెప్పండి సార్.
ఇది సెకండ్ టైం అటెండ్ చేస్తాను. ఇది ఫస్ట్ టైం కొంచెం మిస్ అయిపోయింది, అది క్లాసెస్ కొంచెం బిజీగా ఉంటే. సో ఈసారి మీరు అన్ని ప్రింట్అవుట్ తీసి పెట్టింటే అన్ని క్లీన్ గా జాగాలో. సో మీ క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అయితేనే యూస్ చేస్తాను. చాలా బాగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారు, చాలా బాగుంది మీ క్లాసెస్. ఒక 2-3 డౌట్స్, చిన్న డౌట్స్. ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్తారు ఈ నార్త్ ఇండియన్, సౌత్ ఇండియన్, ఈస్ట్ ఇండియన్ లో వేరే తర ఫాలో చేస్తారు. బట్ ఎండ్ రిజల్ట్ విల్ బి ద సేమ్.
End result is the same. End result also is the same. The information that planet is at this degree, this Rashi, everything is same. Only the way it is depicted is different. We use the box format, they use different formats. Ante matter anta same.
ఇప్పుడు ప్రాపర్టీస్. హలో
చెప్పండి సార్. Sir, you are muted.
హలో మ్యామ్, నేను బెంగళూరు నుంచి మాట్లాడే శృతి అని.
చెప్పండి మా.
ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నా కూతురుదే ఎగ్జాంపుల్, లైక్ దానిది 7:10 బర్త్ టైం మార్నింగ్ వచ్చినది. 7:15 వాళ్ళ హాస్పిటల్లో ఇచ్చినది. కానీ ఒక వాళ్ళ అంటే జ్యోతిషులు చెప్తారు మిథున రాశి అని, ఇంకొకరు చెప్తారు కర్కాటక అని. బేస్డ్ ఆన్ అదర్ ఇది ఉంటుంది కదా వాళ్ళ సాఫ్ట్వేర్, దానిపైన అట్లా అవుతుంది అంటారు. అది ఎట్లా మనము తెలుసుకోవాలా సరిగా యావది అనేసి?
Actually, usually border time lo puttinde valki, there's always a confusion whether they belong to this Rashi or that Rashi. For that, what you have to do is you have to observe the child, the characteristics of the child. When I explain about each of the Rashis in detail, you just see to which Rashi the characteristics match more. Then you can fix that as her Rashi.
ఓకే ఓకే మ్యామ్.
నమస్తే మేడం.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ మ్యామ్.
నమస్తే సార్.
నమస్తే, నా పేరు ప్రసాదరావు మేడం.
చెప్పండి సార్. నమస్తే.
నమస్తే, గుంటూరు నుంచి అమ్మా.
ఓకే సార్, చెప్పండి.
వూంబ్ లో బేబీని మేలా ఫిమేలా మనం గుర్తించవచ్చు అని చెప్పారు మీరు.
అవును.
అది ఎలా? ఒక్క నిమిషం. అది ఎలా చేయవచ్చు? అది
కంప్లీట్లీ ప్రశ్న శాస్త్రాలు సార్. దట్ అది కంప్లీట్ బ్రాంచే వేరే. నేను ఎందుకు అది చెప్తుందంటే, ఒక క్లాసిఫికేషన్ ఇన్ విచ్ ఏరియాస్ యూ కెన్ యూజ్ అనే దానికోసం చెప్పింది. సో అది మనం అంత ఈజీగా చెప్పేకేయాలి. అది ప్రశ్న శాస్త్రంలో వాళ్ళు దాంట్లో ఎక్స్పర్ట్స్ అయింటారు, పండితులు. వాళ్ళు చెప్తారు మీరు యా లో పోతారు, యా డైరెక్షన్ లో పోతారు, యా బట్టలు వేసుకుంటారు. వాళ్ళంతా ఏమో క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్ ఉంటుంది. దాని బేసిస్ పైన వాళ్ళు ఒక లగ్నాన్ని ఫిక్స్ చేసి దాని బేసిస్ పైన వాళ్ళు చెప్తారు.
కాలేజ్ లో మీ గురించే ఉండి ఇప్పుడు ఇంటికి పోలా. వెరీ వెరీ నైస్ మేడం. ఏం లేదు మేడం, మై డాటర్ ఇన్ లా ఈజ్ ఇన్ 8th month.
ఓకే,
ఇట్లా ఏదైనా అవకాశం ఉన్నదా లేదా అని తప్ప వేరే ఏం లేదమ్మా.
సరే సరే సార్. ఓకే సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. గాడ్ బి విత్ యూ ఆల్వేస్ ప్లీజ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్
సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
మేడం, నా పేరు హరిత.
ఎస్ మా హరిత. ఎస్.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It is very wonderful to listening all this and knowing about all these Rashis and all. I used to have నాకు ఉండేది నేర్చుకోవాలి అని. మా డాడీ కూడా కొంచెం చూసేవారు కానీ బట్ నేర్చుకోలేదు ఎప్పుడు. అండ్ దిస్ ప్లానెట్స్ they will be moving, no ma'am. So that is why every year it will be changing.
See, there are two concepts over here. See, at the time of the birth, wherever the planets are posted, in whichever Rashi they are posted, that will be shown in the birth chart. ఇప్పుడు మీది పుట్టినప్పుడు ఒక పిక్చర్ తీసింటే ఆ పిక్చర్ అట్లా స్టాటిక్ గా ఉంటుంది, కానీ మీరు అట్లే ఉంటారా? లేదు, పెరుగుతా ఉంటారు. అదే తర మీరు పుట్టిన టైంలో ఆ ఆకాశం పిక్చర్ తీసింటే అదే మీ బర్త్ చార్ట్. యాడాడ యా గ్రహం ఉందో అది అట్లే చూపిస్తుంది. కానీ ద ప్లానెట్ విల్ నాట్ బి స్టాటిక్ లైక్ దట్. ఇట్ విల్ బి కంటిన్యూస్లీ మూవింగ్. Your birth chart will only indicate where the planet was posited at the time of your birth. Ante.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Madam, namaste.
Namaste.
క్వశ్చన్ అడగాల్సింది మిమ్మల్ని.
చెప్పండి సార్.
అప్పుడే వాళ్ళు మ్యూట్ చేసేస్తారు వాళ్ళు.
ఓకే ఓకే సార్.
మేడం, ఇప్పుడు ప్రాపర్టీ నలుగురు పేట్ల ఉంటది మేడం. అప్పుడు ಯಾವ డైరెక్షన్ యావది ఎట్లా అని ఎత్తుకోవాలి?
కామన్ డైరెక్షన్ తీసుకోవాలా సార్? నలుగురిది ఉన్నప్పుడు యావది కామన్ డైరెక్షన్ అని చూసేసి తీసుకోవాలి అంతే.
అవునా? ఓకే. అంటే కామన్ డైరెక్షన్ అంటే ఎట్లా? అది
అంటే ప్రతి ఒక్కరి దాంట్లో ಯಾವ రాశి వాళ్ళకి లక్కీ రాశి అని చూసేసి దాని బేసిస్ పైన చూడాలి.
ఓకే. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎవరితోనా ఇప్పుడు ఇది రెండు రాశిలు ఉంటుందా మేడం? ఒకరి ఇట్లా
ఏం సార్? 2
రాశిలు ఉంటుందా? ఇప్పుడు మా మిస్సెస్ ఎప్పుడు చెప్తారు, నాది మీనాను ఉంది ఇంకా కన్యాను ఉంది అని చెప్తా ఉంటారు.
లేదు అట్లా. మీరు ఇప్పుడు వాళ్ళ జాతకం తీసేసి యాడ మూన్ ఉంది అని చూడండి.
మూన్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది అనేది అదే మంది మెయిన్ ఎత్తుతానే చూడాలి.
మూన్ యాడుందో అదే వాళ్ళ జన్మరాశి.
ఓకే. సో ఇప్పుడు మూన్ ఉండే జాగాలో 2 రాశి ఇదేం ఒకటే కదా?
లేదు, ఉండలేదు. మూన్ ఒకే జాగాలోనే ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే. అంటే ఇది నాది డేట్ ఆఫ్ బర్త్ కరెక్ట్ గా లేదు, అది ఏమైనా చేసాక అవుతుందా మేడం? ఎట్లా?
లేదు,
ప్రెడిక్ట్ చేస్తారా?
డేట్ ఆఫ్ బర్త్ లేకుండా ఉంటే చేసేక అయ్యలే.
అదే మా ఫాదర్ అప్పుడు ఊర్లో ఉన్నారు, వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు బెంగళూరుకి నేను చిన్నప్పుడు సరిగా వాళ్ళు మెయింటైన్ చేసింది.
సరే సరే.
సో అందుకే నేను ఎప్పుడు ఏమనుకుంటాను, ఏడాది యావది రాశి బాగుంటే అదే నాది అనుకునేసాను.
ఓకే సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం. వెరీ క్లాసెస్ వెరీ నైస్, వెరీ చాలా బాగా చెప్పేశారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్.
నేను మా డాక్టర్ ఇన్ లా కూడా చేరుకొని చెప్పి వాళ్ళు చేరుకొని ఉన్నారు.
వెరీ నైస్, వెరీ నైస్. ఓకే,
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
రాధిక మీరు మాట్లాడండి అప్పటి
నుంచి. నమస్తే మేడం.
చెప్పండి.
మేడం, మీరు రాశి డైరెక్షన్స్ చెప్పినప్పుడు కర్కాటక రాశి నార్త్ డైరెక్షన్ అని చెప్పారు కదా మేడం? అయితే ఇప్పుడు నామ నక్షత్రం పేరుతో చూసినప్పుడు వేరే డైరెక్షన్స్ వస్తాయి,
జన్మ నక్షత్రంతో చూసినప్పుడు వేరే వేరే
ప్రతి దానికి వేరే వేరే ఉంటుంది మా, బట్ పర్పస్ ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఒకటి యూజ్ అవుతుంది. బేసిక్ గా జస్ట్ ఏమి తెలియకుండా ఉండే వాళ్ళకి ఈ రాశికి ఈ డైరెక్షన్ అని అంతే.
అయితే కొంతమంది ఇప్పుడు వాస్తు వాళ్ళ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మేడం పేరుతో చూస్తున్నారు, నక్షత్రంతో చూసినప్పుడు వేరే వస్తున్నాయి. అప్పుడు ఏది ఏది పర్టికులర్ గా తీసుకోవచ్చు అంటారు?
యాక్చువల్లీ ఇది ఒక్కొక్క దానికి ఒకటి ఉంటుంది, ఒక్కొక్క సిస్టమ్ ఉంటుంది. మీరు ఎవరు ఫాలో చేస్తా ఉంటారో వాళ్ళని మీరు యూ కెన్ టేక్ ఇట్. ఇప్పుడు ఎవరో మీకు ఇప్పుడు వాస్తు ఎవరిదో ఫాలో చేస్తా ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తారో మీరు దాన్నే ఫాలో చేయండి. కన్ఫ్యూజన్ చేసుకోవద్దండి. బికాజ్ అలాంటి ఇట్లా సిస్టమ్స్ లో చాలా కన్ఫ్యూజన్స్ అవుతుంది. కన్ఫ్యూజన్స్ అయితే బిలీఫ్ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. మీరు ఎవరు నమ్మిండారో వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తారో దాన్ని మీరు తీసుకోండి. ఓకే మా.
హలో మేడం.
హలో మా.
నేను ప్రవీణ ఫ్రమ్ రాయచూరు.
సరే మా.
మీరు చెప్పినారు కదా మేడం,
తీసుకోండి మా.
అది నాకు రావట్లేదు మేడం.
ఓకే నో ప్రాబ్లం, చెప్పండి మా.
అది మీరు అది మేల్ ఆడు ఈవెన్ తర్వాత మేల్ ఫీమేల్ తర్వాత ఇవన్నీ చెప్పినారు కదా, దాని ప్రకారంగా క్యారెక్టర్ ఇది అవుతుందని చెప్పినారు కదా. అంటే ఒక్కొక్క దాంట్లో డిఫరెంట్ డిఫరెంట్ గా వస్తుంది కదా. అంటే దేని ప్రకారం వాళ్ళది మ్యాచ్ అవుతుంది అని?
అట్లా కాదమ్మా, మీ హారోస్కోప్ లో
ఓకే.
ప్లానెట్స్ ఆడ్ రాశిలో జాస్తి ఉండాయా, ఈవెన్ రాశిలో జాస్తి ఉందా, దుస్వభావ రాశిలో జాస్తి ఉందా అని చూడండి. యా రాశిలో జాస్తి ఉంటుందో ఆ నేచర్ ఉంటుంది అని అర్థం.
ఓకే ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం. చాలా బాగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తున్నారు మేడం. కాకపోతే మాకు ఇంగ్లీష్ కొంచెం టఫ్ అవుతా ఉంది.
నేను
చాలా బాగా చెప్తున్నారు.
సింపుల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ యూస్ చేస్తా ఉన్నాను నేను అయినంత.
అదే యూజ్ చేస్తున్నారు, అర్థం అవుతుంది. కొన్ని కొన్ని వర్డ్స్ మాకు అర్థం కావట్లేదు అంతే. కాకపోతే 90% అర్థం అవుతుంది.
ఓకే మా.
చాలా థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం.
ఓకే మా, వెల్కమ్ మా. Yes ma. So it's already 8 o'clock. I thank all of you for attending this session. May the planets bless you all with this divine knowledge. May all of you be blessed. What a request from my side is, it's for your sake. If you're really a student who is interested in learning this subject, attend these classes regularly, because only when you attend in life, your grasping will be more, your concentration will be more, your focus will be more. So see to it that you attend the classes regularly. And today's assignment will be, since I had taught you about classification, just look into your own horoscopes. See how many planets are posted in odd, how many planets are posted in even, Dwiswabhava, all that. Look into your own horoscopes. You'll get a better understanding. Okay. And first and foremost, identify your Janma Rashi. Take out your horoscopes, see where moon is posted. That is your Janma Rashi. Identify your Janma Rashi. Okay. Thank you. Good night all. Hope you have a pleasant weekend. See you all next week, Thursday, 6 p.m. Good night.
Okay, ma'am.